That's nothing, no harm, no foul, nothing out there. So I want to protect our employees, our people. So just to give you, like I said, a heads up, it's an extra, and we had the money in the IT budget for that, but it's an extra $1,100 this year for that. And then next year it will be budgeted to increase that for the coverage. And Charlie, with your fraud background,
that is money well spent.
You
And,
can't-
and if you wanted to go back and look at that again, I would be,
yeah, we could definitely,
that is money well spent. It is rampant, right?
oh, yeah, that's, no.
Absolutely.
So it's,
But this is,
we're in good hands right now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this is
we
good.
have, so there are some modules that we can get that, I saw some of the prices on it that are absolutely outrageous. I mean, talking the hundreds of thousands of dollars of things they can do. So I don't really think we need that at this point. I think we're pretty good with our upgrade now. So we had that small fee, so. But yeah, I'll definitely hook you up with them. We can do that. The next item on the agenda is outside user agreement for water. So I know some of us might not understand it because I was trying to figure out. So Maharry's Lane off of 32 there is a private road, and the road doesn't have, all the people that are on that road have well service. There happens to be 3 houses on that road, however, 3 houses on that road that are serviced by 5 different wells. May not be so important, but 2 of those houses are on the same parcel, and that would happen to be 24 Maharry and 32 Maharry. What they're looking to do is they're looking to hook to our water service, which they have to go over to Windsor Garden Drive, I believe the road is. So they've secured a couple easements to get over Windsor Garden Drive to hook into our water. If once they do that, they're going to, those 3 houses that are on 5 wells, only gonna be 1 house now on 5 wells. Apparently they run into a lot of, when the drought season comes, their wells have been going dry on them. And it's been very challenging for them. So they asked to join the water district for us to encompass that whole street. And the water district would be, right now it's kind of a heavy lift. We make them do it. They have to pay for everything, the infrastructure over to Windsor Garden Drive. They have to hook up to it. Their fees are no different than I'm in a water district and I'm gonna pay. I would pay the same, they're gonna pay the same thing, the debt service and the hookup and the water fees and everything. So it's gonna be no different from them. I have a funny feeling at some point in the not too distant future, that entire area is going to be encompassed in Water District 5 because there is an approved site from years ago up above them, RPA, that's in Water District 5, and they have to, in order for them to continue to do what they're doing, they may have to make that district bigger. So if it encompasses them, then these agreements basically go out the window and they're in the Water District, there's no outside user. We have outside sewer agreement users, right? Outside sewer agreements. We pay 13 of them. And the difference is we actually have to bill them. Right? So, if I'm not mistaken. So we bill them when it comes to their outside agreement, opposed to them getting it taken out of through their taxes. So in this case, these 2 will be billed up until the point they become in a sewer or water district. So that's their Guglielmucci, I think. I apologize if I said it wrong, but that's their names there. On the 2 properties of the homes that they're looking to hook for us. I don't see any harm, no foul over there. I mean, like I said, they're hooking, they're gonna pay, and they're paying for everything. It's gonna be cost us. And I know there some of the other people on the street, which would be on them, but I think they've talked to all of them and offered them. Yeah, to see. No, I don't think so. I think, listen, I guess I'll call it, I say the well is free, but, it wasn't to drill it, but it's not costing them anything, what this would cost them.
So these 3 houses.
So there's 2, there's 24 Maharry's
24 and
Lane
32.
and 32, but there are 2 houses on the same parcel, but,
And 20, they're also 26.
yeah, so that, and well, 26, I think is the separate parcel that's not getting covered, it's gonna continue the well. So, that's just the outside user agreements they have to do, so, this is gonna be on there for us to vote. Again, it's so different. If you have any other questions, you can see me and we can talk about that. I just wanted to bring up the speed as far as grants go, where we're at with some grants. We do have, So there's there's a lot of acronyms here, WQIP, WIAA, you sound like I'm a radio station here, but I don't make this stuff up. This is what it is. So we have a few grants that we're, doing, so WQIP grant. I'm looking to see, I'm kind of hot on to see if we can get a vac truck, I don't know if you ever seen one of the vac trucks, for the use of the town for either highway or stuff like that. They use them, they actually suck out, the town has a street sweeper, you ever see a street sweeper? They have a smaller one on there, I guess. It's not as powerful as these vac trucks are. But they, instead of digging, with a backhoe and stuff like that, and if you're around a temperamental place or you couldn't get underground right away, you can actually back a hole out and really basically with high pressure water and a vacuum, it sucks the earth out of there. So we're gonna put in for a grant, WQIP grant for that. No saying we're again. I was talking to Walk Hills, highway super, and I think they just ordered one for 700,000. He said that's got the bells and whistles on it, so I'm sure by the time we go to get one, I'm hoping I get a grant to pay for it. We're trying to, we're doing our MS4 mapping that were required by the state, so hopefully we'll get some out of them. And along with the WQIP, we're looking to do Sewer District 9. I'm sure we all have heard the I&I work. Sewer District 9 is the one on Walsh Road. We're redoing that pump station, so we're looking to do some I&I work down there. Along with that is the WE grant, the WIAA grant. We're looking to get money for I&I for the Sewer District 9 as well. And then we did already put in money for the IUP grant for the first Sewer District 9 I&I, and we've put in grants for congressional money through Jill Brand's office and Congressman Ryan and stuff like that. Well, that I don't believe we got, but Jill Brand, we're still on the tip for it, but who knows if we're gonna get it. It's we're still in the running, so there are some there. Like I said, Scoopus has been very generous to us. We've, I've hit him up for a grant for when I first was here in February, and there was not gonna come out and tell you the amount because I'm sure he's gonna want to do a picture and a big check with us one of these days. So, but he did give us an amount for stuff for Christie Park for equipment. He was not a problem. The ADA, I'm gonna throw a number at him that we're gonna try to cover the soft costs as well as the construction costs. But that, I know I myself, and I know Councilman Lincoln has had some conversations with him in reference to him perhaps granting a water amenity for us, perhaps a splash pad or something. And it's not a little grant either. It's he's talking, upwards to between 8 and $1 million maybe. So hopefully we can get him to cover that. And we're looking to cover some soft costs, so we got to do some stuff with that. So we're in conversation with him with that. So the grant stream is out there. I know our law office, anytime they see something between our engineer, they're on it. They put us in for them. And then we're only doing some things to better our chances of getting them as far as the comprehensive plan for recreation and stuff. So, but every ounce of money that's out there, we try to go for them. We're gonna get. But like I said, if you guys see anything or know anything or hear anything or come across the grant, totally anybody, just let us know and we'll put in for it. Hazard mitigation. So back in 2020, when I first came on as council, our hazard mitigation plan was expiring. I was the town board member on it, along with a bunch of other people here. I put a message out to all the departments to see who would want to do it. I need a representative from the town board. I did Charlie and Sylvia, and based on the time did show interest. We'll have to, I don't know, I'll keep you abreast of when it's going to happen. And it's not a super exciting topic, as you know, but it's there. So I have some town board people interested. The chief Larry said he was interested in doing it. Anthony's on it. I don't know if the highway superintendent wants to do it or he wants to have a delegate. He can do that. Michael Bake from the ambulance corps, the 2 fire chiefs, Valesgate and New Windsor. Francis Bedetti from the fire inspector, our building inspector's office is going to do it. And our town engineer, Mike Weeks is our town engineer. He'll do it. He may not. I'm getting some quotes. So the last time we did this in 2020, it was $19,500. It's a 5-year requirement. We have to have this in place. It doesn't expire until the end of next year, but it's an 18-month process to get this done. So I know it's a little premature, everything's gonna be like, why are we doing it so soon, but by the time we get it and you have all these virtual meetings and they do plans and we have board meetings, it's gonna be at the finish line. So, our engineer's office does this as well as a guy, I don't even know who Fred works for, Fred Donite. He's a guy that does this, has a mitigation, I don't know if he's got his own firm or whatever it is, but, our paralegal, Jess Marina, reached out to him, as well as our engineer to give us some quotes, so I'll get back to you on that with, we're gonna probably, I think next month we'll have, let me check with our Jess tomorrow to see where we're at with this, but if, at the very least, if we don't do it this on Wednesday, next month I'll have this committee done, we'll vote on it, and that'll be the committee for the hazard mitigation plans. Little Falls Park demo storage shed, so I don't know if anybody's seen down there, there's a brown brick building down there that's absolutely horrific looking. I don't even know what it was back in years ago, I had to, actually, ironically, I had a woman call today in reference to some weeds and some mulch in the swing sets down there. She had called the recreation department. I called her cell phone. She happened to be in the hallway here, so she came down and sat with me. Explained to a couple things. I told her that building. She said it was a camp counselor building years ago. I don't know, but I went down there to when I was looking at all the parks and the properties. I noticed the roof's half caved in it, so I'm like, this has got to go. You know, unfortunately, we have to follow the rules, and the rules cost us money, but we had Quest go down there. Quest went down and took some samples for asbestos to make sure there's no asbestos that needs to be abated. If there is, we're gonna have to remove, you know, I would, you know, perhaps maybe roof shingles or something. If there's no asbestos, it's gonna be taken down by town staff. I got some quotes on some dumpsters, pull some dumpsters in there, pull down. Hopefully leave the slab there, get a couple of picnic tables and, you know, make it a more of a sightly thing. And then the woman today asked about maybe a one or two more things for the kids to do. So something we'll talk about with the rec director, see if she can look at it. While I was down there too, I actually had the buildings and grounds guys came down. There's a little false pond down there. That guy said there's been some people parking in, like cooping in a little spot with their cars. So the recreation guys went down there and mowed it all out and opened it all up so people can't hide there now. It's been it's a trafficking area, if you will. So we kind of broke that up too.
I found some interesting content.
Yeah, no, there is. So when I was down there walking around, I'm like,
Litter.
yeah, no, it's definitely been interesting. So they went and cleaned a lot of that up. It came out good. You know, I thank the buildings and grounds guys for doing that. I actually still, there's a little more I'd like to see done down there, but I think only Anthony has the equipment for that. So I have to ask him to put eyes on that and see if we can get that cleaned up a little bit. We'll give it a shot. The ambulance audit. So this is not an audit like that we do. This is an audit that we require the ambulance corps to give us. They just audit their financials period. Like they do a deep dive in our town and everything. And these guys don't do that. So this went to, and I'm sure you guys saw it. It's not super exciting. It just goes over some numbers. Our comptroller here actually uses those numbers to compare with the numbers they give us. So we make sure all the numbers are the same and there's no issues and everything. And everything appears to be where they should be as far as the money goes. So we thank them for what they do. I guess, you know, with that on that audit, I'm sure everybody saw it today, or I know the last couple of days, the New Windsor's been recognized a couple of times. The ambulance corps, they're getting an award from Westchester Medical. One of like 6 people, right? They're getting an award from that. And then today it was like I shared with you guys. They're getting a gold achievement award from the American Heart Association, which is a pretty big award that these guys are getting. So they do good work for us. They do really good work. We appreciate everything they do for the very little cost that you pay in your taxes for them. It's well worth the money, and the towns around us that pay us for them like them too. So there's been no issues with them. With that, anybody else got anything else you wanna off the cuff? I know it's not on the agenda, but something you thought of on driving here? No, you're good? Steve, what'd you say? You made a motion?
I make a motion to go to executive session.
Thank you.
Charlie?
Sylvia, second.
Yeah,
All right,
please.
thank you. Anthony, can you hang on a minute? I just want to talk about your